Year 8. So this enrichment is an art enrichment. You're going to be doing some artwork. It is going to be put on display. So I want this to be something that you can be proud of and that your teachers can be proud of as well. The idea behind it is we're not just doing the art that I prescribed for you. You're going to be looking at connections you can make between art and your other subjects across the entire curriculum. Okay. It's asking you to reimagine your learning across multiple subjects in the form of a piece of artwork. Okay, so looking at your curriculum at the moment. Now, a lot of this may have changed, obviously, because we've got a different system at school now where we're trying to teach virtually and face-to-face. Some of these units have been tweaked, but this is what was the intended curriculum when this enrichment was created. So you may or may not be doing these exact things. So dance, time and space, drama, oral traditions of folk tales, myths, legends, cultural significance, English, world idols, and geography, what different natural hazards may be found in different parts of the USA, and so on. So the idea would be that you would pick an area of the curriculum that you're currently studying in Year 8 that has some kind of visual element. Now, everything can be portrayed visually. So even, for example, your science learning, and that's the example that I've actually got for you on this screen. So you need to basically pick an area of the curriculum that you want to create some artwork from. This is a science one. Your science is what are the different types of respiration. Okay, so that is what you're learning in terms of your concepts and your questions for science. There's something called reportage that is used by artists to document species and anatomy of all sorts of creatures, but in particular plants. It's a technique that's used to document the different types of plants, leaves, flowers, species of plants. So these websites, and the QR codes will take you to these, will show you artwork that's been done linked to science, linked to plants, which obviously links back to the idea of respiration. That is one example of an area of the curriculum that you might want to do some artwork with. I'm just going to take you back to this screen. It could be something to do with hot and cold. You might just want to do something with hot and cold colours. Chemical reactions. You might want to draw something that represents, I don't know, like the whole idea of the Mentos in the Coca-Cola. Some children did that last year in Year 7. They did some awesome artwork that depicted that reaction. So any of these areas of the curriculum can have a visual element that goes with it. You've got to decide which area you're going to focus on, and then you're going to do some research on source material. So once you have settled on a theme, you must then continue to delve deeper into source material to use in your composition. Source material just means images that you find online. So, for example, if you are going to do the link with biology and respiration, you might want to look at this website, botanicalartandartist.com, and you'll get some awesome suggestions and inspiration for plant art. This is the important bit. Your finished work will be displayed in neighbourhoods, okay? So it could be humanities work, English, science, performing arts, anything. You're going to curate your own display. That means you decide how the work's going to be presented. So is it going to be mounted? Is it going to have QR codes with it? Is it going to have photography with it to show the process that you went through to make this piece of art? You need to have pride in your work, and your teachers need to be proud of you and the effort you put into your work. So this may well take you the full 8 or so weeks to create this one piece of artwork linked to one of your curriculum areas. This is not something that gets done in one lesson. So take your time to choose an area of the curriculum that you're doing at the moment in Year 8 that you want to represent artistically. You're then going to find source material that you're going to use to create your image, your composition. You will have the option, if you're in school, to use watercolour paints. If you're virtual, you've got the option to use anything at all that you have at home. So it's up to you. You can resource yourself with other materials, but we can provide watercolours for face-to-face students. So the first thing you need to do is look at these options. If they're slightly different to what you've been doing in class, then refer to what you have been doing in class and find an area that you feel you could portray artistically in an artistic composition, something you're going to put time and effort into that is eventually going to be displayed for everyone to look at. Okay, well done. Thank you, Year 8.